Everyone should have these free Meta Quest 3 apps installed on their headset, and for the first half of the video, we're starting with the weird free stuff that makes the Quest 3 come alive. Then we'll circle back to the obvious essentials. Nicknamed the Spatial VR TikTok, Photon is one I found recently, but I keep going back to it nearly daily due to the high quality content it offers. The pitch isn't, here's a video player, it's discovery. A feed of stereoscopic 3D clips, the option to upload your own, and even a 2D to 3D depth conversion layer that turns any video into a spatial one. The results will depend on the quality of the source, but it can look amazing on any modern footage. A feature I really like is the spatial lighting, which essentially makes the video bleed into your real-life room in mixed reality, increasing the immersion and wow factor even more. Next up, I know every YouTuber and their grandma covered Meta Hyperscape Capture, but it's easily one of those apps that makes you stop and go, wait, how did my Quest 3 do that? You scan a real place by walking around in your headset, then later you can revisit it as a photoreal 6DOF VR replica. The quality is honestly shocking, and while it's not always perfect, it's still an incredible feat of technology to pull off with a $500 headset. And it even works on the Quest 3S, which is even more impressive. Next up, World is the closest thing Quest has to Google Earth VR, but it leans into being a multiplayer hangout instead of a solo sightseeing tool. You get a 3D map of the world, you jump to landmarks, you use Street View, and you can do it in mixed reality like a tabletop globe sitting in your room. It's so good for let me show you something moments. Now, the rendering capabilities are more limited than PC Google Earth VR because, well, it's running on a standalone headset. I discovered this next one while doing research and testing things for this video, and I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. Crafting Crimes is a mixed reality story-driven desk experience where true crimes cases play out as tactile dioramas in your room. It's like an interactive podcast, but you're physically assembling the scene while the narration unfolds. It's a seated experience, calm, low motion, and the MR format keeps it approachable. The downside is that it's built around a small set of episodes, but they do seem to be releasing more episodes from time to time, though sadly these come as paid DLC. But even on the free version, storytelling hits harder than it has any right to. Next, even if you've never done a second of 3D design in your life, Gravity Sketch is a must download. A 3D design studio built for VR. You're not rotating a model on a monitor, you're drawing curves and shaping forms like you're standing inside the object. Now, for the ones of you who might actually be 3D designers, it's powerful, but it's not a full CAD software. You might still finish work in desktop tools, and beginners can feel overwhelmed, but the tutorials are extremely helpful. The GOAT of VR productivity, Immersed, is the virtual monitor app you install the moment you want to try working in VR, whether that be just browsing around, editing videos, writing, coding, or anything else you might be up to. It mirrors your PC or Mac into VR and lets you arrange multiple floating screens, while still allowing you to see your keyboard and mouse. It uses a desktop agent to stream to your headset, but it's super easy to set up and then it just works. Alright, that's the first half. Now we switch to the stuff you're gonna use daily: PC VR streaming, movie watching, social nights, and the only reason I'll allow the obvious trio back into the conversation. In full honesty, I still prefer virtual desktop, but this is a video about free essential Quest 3 apps. So we're gonna talk about Steam Link instead. Valve's free official bridge from Quest to your PC's Steam VR library has come a long way, and the feature set and visuals have consistently gotten closer to what VD can offer. If you have a gaming PC, even just a decent one, this can turn your Quest 3 into a wireless PC VR headset in a snap. The big reason it's a first install is the ease of use, and with it being made by Valve, it's a solid free alternative to the paid options out there. Next, if you've never tried watching Avatar 3D in VR, then you're truly missing out. Big Screen is the app you install for that and much more. You pick a virtual theater, throw up a huge screen, and invite friends into the same room, or simply join public rooms if that's your jam. You've got movies and TV shows, both 2D and 3D, and it's all completely free. The only letdown has nothing to do with the app itself, but services like Netflix, Disney+, etc. can be blocked or have issues due to them trying to prevent piracy. But there's still plenty of content in Big Screen. There's even a browser which can cast paid movies to a private room you set up with your friends for movie nights. And of course, I can't not mention the Xbox app on Quest, where Xbox Cloud Gaming allows you to play Game Pass games on your Quest with without even owning a console or PC. It streams the games onto a giant virtual display, and the latency has gotten extremely feasible after the latest updates. I don't think I'd use it for any competitive gaming, but for anything else it's perfect. No need to install any of the games, just connect an Xbox controller to your Quest, start the game, and within seconds you're playing Forza Horizon 5 on a huge screen. Alright, I have to at least mention the obviously trio. While the dedicated Netflix VR app has been discontinued, you can still watch the service via the browser. And in terms of quality, it's actually even better than the app was. And you can run it in pass-through or your home environment while you do other stuff. The trade-off is you don't get official offline downloads, but hey, it is what it is. We lost Netflix but got a Disney Plus app instead, so I guess that's still good. Next, Spotify, which is basically a web app with no special spatial elements. But that's the whole point. You can open it like a real Quest app, minimize it, and keep music or podcasts playing in the background while you play your favorite games. And of course, YouTube. Still essential because it's both great for pinning videos to your physical space in mixed reality and your portal to 180 or 360-degree VR videos. Not too long ago, they also increased the quality in the app, though for some reason, some videos still look better in the browser. That being said, it's still one of my most used apps. So go ahead and start with the weird half. Hyperscape, Photon, World, Crafting Crimes, because those are the ones that instantly show you what the Quest 3 can do. Then decide which one of the essentials you actually need. Steam Link, Xbox, Immersed. Which of these apps are you gonna try, and have I missed any hidden gems? Leave a comment below for others in the community, and here are a couple of videos you might enjoy watching next. I'll catch you soon, guys. Cheers!